Nothing that you set your mind to is impossible. It's gonna be tough, challenging, lots of changes, but if you set your mind to it, no matter how big or small, no matter how people see it from the outside, at the end of the day, felt like this is what I've accomplished and I feel accomplished. That's it. My name is Lioness. I am a creative in all the sense of the word. I just love to create and make art. That's who I am. This album, I think, was one of the pieces that I worked on intentionally. I really set out to have like an international presence with this album. Being an independent artist, you're always looking to elevate in every area. I decided that for this piece of work, I wanted to be able to elevate on my vocals, on my performance, on my agility, on my mental health, physical health, really everything about it. I worked with probably one of the best people in terms of producers, artists, choreographers, so many people that I have very high regard for. I just like to thank them first of all for being part of it, because I know that I wouldn't have been able to deliver this piece of work had I not believed them or had they not believed me. It's been a really long journey. Can't believe it's over in the span of 2.5 years. And I think that when you do art at this level, you really need to be intentional. And I think one of the learning curves for me is that not everything goes your way. Being a perfectionist, as everyone knows me, I had to learn that the hard way, which is a good life lesson. So lots of learnings, lots of unlearnings in this piece of work. I'm just grateful to have been able to execute it, honestly.
My name is Preezy, music producer, as well as superstar DJ. I think 2018 was the first time I worked with Lioness, and the studio dynamic is always amazing. There's no pressure. Lioness hollered at me. We've worked before that already. It was 2 years ago, I believe. And she was like, hey, let's work on some music and yada, yada, yada. Later on, she's like, no, I think it's gonna be an EP. I'm like, nah, it's an album. It's been smooth sailing. Vibes. She's a learner. That's what she is. So I can always give her my advice and everything, and she'll always listen and be like, okay, you know what? Let's try that. How about we do this? How about we do that?
We're currently recording the 10th song.
There are times when she doesn't want to, have studio time, and she's like, nah, let's just cut this. And I'm like, okay, no, it's okay, it's fine. There's sometimes when I'm not in it and I'm like, okay, you know what? Today I can't pull up or I can't come to, and there's always no pressure. And I think that's a very big core of how we ended up making such a good album, is because it was never rushed.
My favorite song? Oh, I have many. I think I had one song at a particular moment and one song at another moment, but my personal favorite song was Tic Tac. That's track number 2. That's after my daughter's song. And the reason is that I think because she loved it so much, and I was in the beginning stages of making the album, I think because she loved it and I played it maybe 1,000 times, I swear, on the way to dropping her at school, I just fell in love with the song, because it was really such a genuine expression, rather, of what love felt like to me at that moment. Different forms of love. Because she enjoyed it, I enjoyed it more. But currently, I think my favorite song right now, if you ask me at this point in time, is probably Piano with Gaza. And that's because growing up, I always envisioned myself doing songs with the biggest artists in Namibia. Like, I've done songs with really, really legendary Namibians. I'm talking about Gaza, I'm talking about Otea, I'm talking about Ease, I'm talking about, there's so many people I've done music with that I looked up to when I was still starting out. Piano is such a fun track because it's so carefree, and we really did that song in like an hour, and we had nothing to think about on that song except the message we wanted to deliver.
You can still be a hip hop artist and not necessarily have to sing or rap on hip hop beats. And I think this just makes it more possible for us to reach more people out there due to the sound and how unique it is and just the variety of the sound itself. With Lioness, there's been so much growth, a lot of growth. I think from the last project that was released up until If Not in This Life, so much has happened. She has welcomed new life into this world. So the growth has definitely been there.
It's a change that if you're resistant to, it goes really bad for you. I was always someone who decided that there are themes in my music, right? Of love, there are themes of empowerment, there are themes of change, there are themes of you name it. It's really what I aim to write about or try and convey. With motherhood, I think being intentional and really deciding that I'm going to not have my daughter listen to this music and give me like bad words or bad phrases or anything strange. Just music she can listen to very innocently with innocent ears. Before I wasn't a mom, I was very like, my life is like, not reckless, but I was not really thinking about the outcome of many things like that, So this was definitely one of those where I felt like from the inception to the end result, I needed to really be able to know that this is something that kids will listen to as well, but still maintaining my own personal identity. I'm still figuring it out, 3 years in. So it's a journey, and I'm happy to keep learning.
My name is Michael. I am Lioness PA as well as her creative director, as well as her personal assistant and all of the good things. But mostly I started working with her as a dancer in 2014-15, and we've been together since then as well, from dancer to PA and all of that. The journey has been really exciting. It has been beautiful to watch her grow up in front of my eyes as well, from being Lioness to being Lioness the doctor and to becoming Lioness the mother and Lioness the wife as well, has been something beautiful to witness as well. She's a really, really sweetheart as well. As much as people think she is a powerhouse, and I love her as well. She's very humble and kind and such a generous person as well. People don't actually get to see that sweet side of her like I always do. And she is full of jokes, but I love her.
My name is Marshall Lioness. That's basically my stage name, but my full name is Lioness Marshall Song Oreb. And I am born and bred in Windhoek. People don't believe that, but yeah, my ancestors are from here. I am from here. A talented boy and now a young man from the dusty streets of Karatura. Oh my God, the rehearsal process. First of all, let's start with scheduling. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 dancers are there. The other 2, I'm on my way. The other one, guys, we have to reschedule. You're telling us to reschedule while we're in the rehearsal studios. How dare you? But yeah, the rehearsals, wow. It was a nightmare, a beautiful chaos, I would say, because we got together 4 dancers in one room. So first of all, we had to schedule ourselves in, the 4 dancers, and then after we do the routines or go through the routines, we call in Lioness just to come do her thing. And it always, she used to come in and give in 100%. And then we are looking at us like, did we do something wrong? Are we going through the things correctly? It was a bit hectic and beautiful at the same time, I would say. But yeah, rehearsals with a different type of dancers or different styles, it's always a thing where you have to observe and see how you can create their stylistic vision into our stylistic vision, just so we are going in the right direction. Experiencing this with Lioness after so many years of dancing together, so many tears, so many tantrums, and so many love and hugs and, just motivational talks backstage and all those things. This is how my universe works. I met Lioness at a theater show. I was like, who is this beautiful girl? And I was like, please, let's take a picture. And she was so kind, so beautiful, her tone so mellow. She was like, yes, we took a picture. I saw her again at another show. It was her and Ghetto Ballerina. I think they were invited by Sally. It was a Women's Wednesday thing. It was at the First Nice restaurant. And I was like, oh, there she is again. And I was like, this girl is off the charts. Rapping, doing her thing. I was like, I can work with her, because as she was rapping, I was like hearing the beats, it was making me move. I was like, I can do something with this.
Seeing a project through from start to finish, although I believe it's not really finished, but yes, from start to finish, and like seeing it develop and grow into this entire album, and then grow into an entire
About Walvish Bay is quite a town known for entertainment as well, and I think that was the best place to start the show. And the excitement, the crowd, the DJs, the people, all of the team that was involved in making Walvish Bay come to life was really, really on point. I remember screaming. If you look at the images that we took there, you will see me screaming behind her and shouting because I was so excited. So I think the best place to start was Walvish Bay, and I'm so happy that that's where we started.
Walvis Bay by far was my favorite. I don't know, there was just something about Walvis. The energy was different, and it's new energy. It's like new people seeing us on stage for the first time, and I think that was also one of our main missions, to take the tour to where people are that have not seen us. They only see her on social media. Walvis Bay was by far the most energetic, because that stage was literally like physically moving as we were dancing, and people's mouths were just gasping for air. I think it's probably even the weather.
Yeah, the coast for me was the best, bro. Like the crowds, everything, dog. Yeah, the coast for me, number one, the coast. But just being there, and then I saw DJ, and I'm like imagine if we actually had him there, like on some official, like we had ML.
What's up, cats? We just finished the first show of the tour. It was amazing. Your energy was amazing. I can't wait to see you in the next city, that is Ongwediva.
I remember when we got to the north, we only left the hotel around 11, 12 to go perform. So I think that's the difference between performing in sarcophagus and there, because the shows, the people will start coming out between like 10, 11 a.m. p.m. I think. So I think just time difference would be the only challenge, or thing that was the only challenge that I would say for the northern towns. But besides that, it was a good show. It was a packed house as well. People were excited. We had friends that came from Windhoek to the north just to see her as well. And we had friends and family show up as well in the north. So that was a really exciting, because she's from the north as well. So she had family there. Runtu is a beautiful town. Firstly, I've never been there before. This was my first time as well, and they have such good hospitality as well. And I think performing there, I think like as much as we say we don't have fans all over Namibia, I think Rundu really showed out and said that she has a big crowd in Rundu as well. And it was really nice that we went to all these towns all over Namibia just to see and feel her music through the people as well. And I'm so excited that I was part of this as well. And I'm happy that a lot of people came out and showed support, and we had so much fun. So I'm excited, and this was the first but not the last time as well. So yeah, we will do this.
Windhoek, it was elevated. They wanted to see more. We gave them more lights, glitz, glamour. Everybody who could be there came out to see.
As much as I was present at the show itself, I don't remember much of it because I was running around and having so much fun as well. It was one of the best shows that we have actually had in a long time, and it was really, really exciting to see just people come out and just party. And we actually haven't really done that ourselves as well, just like go out and party as the team as well. So this was like a party for us as well. I think the show itself in Windhoek was a highlight of her career, I have to say. Everybody really, 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 really was excited to see her and to see her final show as well. It was really well organized, well executed, from the dancers to the team to the behind the scenes crew as well. I play two roles as well when it comes to I'm the PA as well as the dancer. So as much as I'm in front, I'm always trying to make things happen behind the scenes as well. So that really was like a husa, is it called, where I had to really make sure that it all comes together at the end. And she's happy that it happened the way it did. I still see a bit of people screaming in front of her and just going all wild. That was really the beautiful, well-organized show for me.
For our live performances, we tend to go out a lot. The energy, the costumes, how we look, the characters we display on stage. But this time around, we had to double that 100% for the live tour. And it was much anticipated. So what we had to do was go back to the drawing board. Some choreo that we had to adjust it to the different type of stages that we were embarking on. And then from there, it was the stylistic vision. Some we had to make it look like hip hop. The others we had to make it very sensual and sexy. And the others we just had to look cute on stage. Yes, a professional that has worked on different productions. For this tour, it was basically just to listen in and be hands-on with what I can create, go in the direction that has been thrown at me. Let's say if we wanted somebody to do a pole dancing at one of the shows, that would be like making sure that person gets the thing right, although they know what they're doing, but are you in the right direction that we are going?
As much as we sometimes undermine the talent that she has, this was one of the first ever to actually travel around Namibia and showcase her talent as well. So that for me was being part of history as well. So it was quite exciting and an honor to be part of her tour for this year. The most challenging would be probably traveling. As much as I love to travel, I mean the distance between our towns are quite a distance. But besides that, I think just having to learn choreo back to back was a bit of a challenge because we had to learn and had to reteach as well to the newcomers as well, because we had 2 to 3, actually 4 more dancers that were part of the tour as well. So I think that was I would say that was one of the challenges that we had, just like learning and have to go back and teach the other team members as well would be the big challenge. But besides that, I think the most rewarding thing of the tour would be, not for myself, but I think for me, having to see her get excited all over again and take this music to her fans all over Namibia was really rewarding to see, and for her to get excited as well. For every town that we went to, she was really, really, really excited to see people sing back to her, to see people learn her choreo and to sing back to her was really, really exciting and rewarding for me, I should say.
Availability for the team, for all of us to align and be available during those weekends. It took a bit of back and forth planning, making sure everyone is available. But outside of that, it was actually quite, not easy, but exciting putting it together because, you know, it was our first time, but it all went according to the plans. Outside of the schedules, there weren't really a lot of hectic logistical nightmares.
I wish to think that I do music at a really professional level. And now I was really at a point where, as an independent artist, of course, it's very hefty. I mean, in terms of price-wise, to do a tour at that magnitude. And tour with an album, not just touring with like random songs, like really touring with a body of work. That's a lot of pressure and intensity. I told myself at the beginning, before I even recorded track 2 or 3, I told myself, I'm going to tour with this. I don't know how, but I told myself that this is what's going to happen for this album. Like, a lot of people weren't necessarily accepting of that, especially sponsors and things, because a lot of people were like, it's a little bit risky. And there's always this thing that if she's a doctor, then she's kind of gotta have the money, you know? So, and with art, it doesn't really work like that. And neither is my profession completely related to my art either. I separate those two, and everybody knows I separate them. The tour for me was a personal statement as an artist, to be like, if I'm going to commit to something, I'm going to go through all the waves. I would have wished to have done more places, and that was also in the pipeline maybe. I'm so happy to have taken my music and this body of work to different parts of Namibia. That was one of my bucket list items, honestly.
More than anything, having been part of this tour just placed me at the forefront of this role model that we look up to as Lioness. You know, when we're doing the tour, I remember when we left Ongwediva to Rundu, she was studying, on the bus. This is like a family woman, she's a wife, a mother, and for her to just kill the show at like 3 a.m. in the club, and when you are on the bus at 9 a.m. she's studying, she's getting calls from her daughter. It's inspiring because we don't have artists that are able to excel in everything that they do, and I feel like Lioness does that so well.
Bang, bang, recoil.
The kind of team that we had is like the template. So it entailed, of course, Lioness herself, the talent. We had dancers, we had a DJ. Then I was also a part of the team, of course, in the background, just planning. It helps because the talent their role there is to actually entertain. So the fact that I was there to help with the planning, I feel like it took so much weight, you know, from the talent in terms of them just being ready, you know, them not having to worry about the check-in times, all of that. You need a team like that in place.
Decide.
This is a young girl that's still following her dreams in her adulthood, and that is not something we see every day. I would say she's at the same level like Beyonce. You know, Beyonce is a girl that never stopped, and Lioness is a girl that keeps on following that little girl dreams. I'm just happy to be part of the journey, and I'm happy to be there creatively. I hope for young kids, young girls seeing this, you know, just to say, I can do that, she did that. Looking at her background, it's a very strict background. It's not very artistic, and for her and her sister to delve into that, just, you know, throwing everything out the window, they're like, I'm doing this. Me learning this, me seeing this, it also allows me to come out of my creative shell and just, you know, create. Thank you to her for allowing this to happen for us.
And when I get it, I ain't never give it back, give it back, give it back.
Do you know how expensive it is to tour? It's so expensive to tour. And people lie to you. The internet lies. People know Lioness. People sing Lioness songs. I went to 4 different shows, and all of them were. I don't know why I always think that no one knows me. Maybe because I haven't really put myself out there like that. I really wasn't intentional with not being everywhere and seen everywhere, like really creating an experience for my fans every time they see me. And it's so strange because some are like, I've seen you somewhere, like it looks so famous, so familiar. And I'm like, okay. And I think that's pretty good because that gives me room to offer them more. But just having them all come out, like it was such a big chance that I took. And when we had packed out places from the first show to the last show, packed out, I was like, this is more than I could have asked for. I really want to be able to have said that this is my contribution to Namibian music, and for everyone out there that's watching, Namibians, they can say that these are our top 20, 50 greatest Namibians of all time. That was always my wish. And I always said I wanted to be able to be in the Namibian Hall of Fame, you know? Really, because I think that artistically I've brought something that probably hasn't been replicated before, and there were greats before me and there'll be greats after me, and I'm not really too concerned about who came before and after, but I'm really concerned about my personal contribution, you know, based on who came before or after. So I want to just leave an imprint on and for Namibian music, that's all. I'm a big dreamer. I have so many dreams. I learned in life contentment is probably one of the most important things, gratitude and contentment. So I'm just grateful to even have been able to do it physically, mentally, spiritually. So thank you for just believing me. It sounds so corny, but you guys believed me more than I believed myself. You guys are really behind me. So thank you endlessly. And it was more than the money spent. It was more than the hours rehearsing or the fights. Lots of things happened obviously during that time, which when you're building something big, that's what you should expect, the sacrifice. Every independent artist knows that it's something. I'm speechless till today. It's been a couple of times since, and it's everything I could have asked for.
Pita, shaka. Wanna queer your body.